All right, hey VC, I'm Jamie. Welcome back. We're back with another video. I'm back with another unboxing of sorts. I had a video for this initially, but unfortunately my camera stopped midway through and I'd already taken the shrink off the box and I didn't want to piece it all together. So this is an unboxing video. At least I'll take the lid off the box and show you. Very excited about the arrival of David Bowie and the album Toy. So this was an album previously unreleased or unissued. It, of course, turned up in both the CD and vinyl box set of David Bowie Brilliant Adventure. So they have released this separately as a CD box set and also as a vinyl box set. And this is a box of 10-inch records. And now there are some out there who don't like the idea that they've released this as a box set of 10-inch vinyl. Now I'm thinking the album's called Toy. 10-inch, you know, smaller than a 12-inch, something almost novelty or something a little different, so I'm okay with it. As I say, I do have the David Bowie CD box set, so when it came time to take a look at either the CD box or the vinyl box, I went with the vinyl box just because I've already got it on CDs, so again, something a little different. So this album previously unreleased for whatever reason, they didn't issue this at the time. It was recorded. I think there were some initial problems with the record company at the time. So this album features early David Bowie recordings re-recorded and sort of reworked or reimagined, if you will. A lot of these recordings initially have appeared over the years on various compilations like the David Bowie DRAM anthology, also in terms of David Bowie's very first album as a bonus disc on here. Some of the tracks appear, and also there's a David Bowie compilation called Early On that features some of these tracks as well, and I don't have that CD. So this is 6 10-inch vinyl records inside, and I think this album is absolutely terrific, really accessible. It's a shame it didn't get released years ago or at the time of the recording, and you'd think for the record company, what's a safer bet than David Bowie's reworking or re-recording his early tracks? I mean, to me it's a pretty safe bet, and I think this album would have been a big hit if released initially, but nice to have it now. So let's take a look inside. And so take the lid right off here. It's pretty traditional like that. And so there we go. Now the cover, of course, you can certainly question or ask questions about the cover. I don't know if this was the original intent for the album initially, but yeah, you got that there. And then it opens up like that with a nice little ribbon. And of course, as I mentioned, I had taken the shrink off, so there is the hype sticker. The new album from David Bowie featuring the singles You've Got a Habit of Leaving and Shadow Man. And as I mentioned, the nice little ribbon. And what's nice with the vinyl box set, it certainly makes reading the liner notes a lot easier, because on the CD version, and I think I should be able to show that to you, with the CD version, I mean, it sounds great, but it's almost impossible to read the liner notes because they're so small. Of course, David Bowie looking very dapper in these photos for sure. And a real treat for me on this is vocalist Em Greiner, who's a Canadian singer, and she's done a lot of rock stuff, and her latest album is a jazz album, and she was also featured in the band Trent-Severin, kind of a folk country thing. She's featured on this album, and she lives close to where I live. She lives in St. Mary's, Ontario, and yeah, so she toured with Bowie at the time and then was also involved with these recordings. So that is Em Greiner right there. And you should be able to find Em Greiner on Spotify if you want to check her out. So that was pleasant to see. So there you go. So there's the nice little booklet. And then the vinyl sits in just like that. And so Toy is 2 10-inch records. And I've had a chance to listen to it, and it sounds great. And it's not gatefold or anything, but they simply slip out like that. It's almost kind of a nice little, almost kind of a retro thing going on. Then I can show you what the vinyl looks like that. And yeah, it sounds great. It sounds really, really nice. So then it's alternatives and extras, the next 2. So we've got that. As I say, I haven't had a chance to listen to that, and it's pretty much the same sleeves, I believe, on all of them. So there's that. Yeah, and I just like the labeling of the sleeves has kind of a nice retro look to it. And then the final is unplugged and somewhat slightly electric, like that. So there you have that. And again, pretty much the same sort of, yeah, no gatefolds, but there you go with the vinyl like that. And then there's the back of that and that. And if I can find a copy of the CD version, so there's the single CD. Whether they're going to release this as a separate single CD and a separate single vinyl remains to be seen, although I wouldn't be surprised if they don't do that. They probably will, but there you have that. So that's all fine. But then, and it's nice to have an inner sleeve, but boy, that's almost impossible to read in terms of the CD release. So yeah, pretty happy with this, and I'm going to be enjoying the rest of it. And yeah, so far so good on this release. David Bowie and Toy, the vinyl box set of 10-inch records. And why not? Thanks so much for dropping by, and I don't think my video has stopped, so I think we're good. Thanks so much for dropping by, and we'll chat again. Take care. Bye-bye.